Wake up, Pittsburgh. I'm Matt Piken. Thanks so much for starting your week with me. Here's your local newscast from Monday, February 23rd. Dozens of University of Pittsburgh students gathered at Schenley Plaza Friday to protest federal immigration enforcement and a U.S. Customs and Border Protection recruitment webinar that appeared on a university job board. The posting, shared through a third-party career platform, was removed before the demonstration. A university spokesperson said the listing didn't signal endorsement and that Pitt has no relationship with ICE or CPB. Organizers say administrators should more clearly oppose immigration enforcement efforts and reassure students who feel unsafe. Read more about this at WESA. A high school senior in Peters Township is facing more than 300 charges in what police call a widespread sextortion and catfishing scheme targeting classmates. 18-year-old Zachariah Abraham Myers is accused of posing as a woman online, coercing at least 14 teenage boys to send explicit images, and in one case pressuring a student to secretly record video inside a locker room. Police say he also demanded money and shared images with others. He's being held without bail. The school district says it's, quote, profoundly saddened and troubled and is adding counseling support. You can read more about this in the Post-Gazette. A state audit finds problems with how the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency tracks and bills loans in its Penn Homes affordable housing program. Auditors say at least 24 loans issued between 2022 and 24 were never billed for repayment. In a review of 46 properties, more than half had not received repayment bills, and 6 had inaccurate rent or income data. The agency loaned nearly $26 million over 2 years. While auditors found no fraud, they cited poor record keeping. The agency says a new digital tracking system will launch by year's end. Read more about this in the Post-Gazette. Oakland's independent music venue Haven has suspended events after receiving a stop work order from the Pittsburgh Department of Permits, Licenses, and Inspections. In a statement on Instagram, operators said they had been working for 2 years to secure proper permits and were previously allowed to operate temporarily. Now, they say, quote, we are no longer able to operate in the short term until everything is finalized. Musicians and students say the closure leaves a gap in Oakland's nightlife, especially for under 21 and sober audiences who relied on the affordable, walkable space. Read more about this at Pitt University News. And in a new commentary written by Dr. Sharnae Hearn-Davis, she urges Pittsburgh leaders to invest more in Black women. She points to a 2019 city commissioned report showing Black women in this city could improve their life expectancy and income by moving to nearly any other major city. Founder of the Sisters Lifting As We Climb network, Davis says national rollbacks of diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts have led to targeted layoffs and lost funding. She contrasts that with more than $12 million raised in mere days to repair the city's snowplow fleet, calling for long-term investment instead of short-term fixes. Read more about this at Pittsburgh Public Source. Our free newsletter is a quick local news digest, essentially this newscast in written form. Subscribe at WakeUpPitt, that's PIT.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at WakeUpPitt, and please share this podcast with your friends who care about this city. I'm Matt Piken. Thanks so much for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Pittsburgh.